guys, I've already done my treatment and taken my meds because I got up about 2 hours earlier than I have been. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule, so I got up at like 9:30, which is sad to say, about 2 hours earlier than I have been. But I also wanted to do my treatment and get my stuff done before I took Panda out today. Normally I don't make him wait for both, but I did it today because I'm gonna do some training with him on the walk that I'll try to show some of you guys some of it. So I bought him that no pull harness, but the problem with it is I can't really attach the no pull part of it to it because it kind of just spins it around him and then he just like can almost get out of it. So I've been doing one on the harness, one leash on the harness, and then one on his collar, because if I need to pull him away from something I have to use the collar. So he's been pulling quite a bit and also been dashing out the door. Like, I'll open the door and he just runs, and part of this is my fault because I've just been kind of letting him get away with it until last night. I was like, okay, he pulled me so hard at the door that I could almost like not close it, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this. So I had two options: either put the gentle lead back on, which was working, but he hates it, and I really didn't want to do that to him because he just, I mean, I used it when I had to use it because of my ankle and I couldn't physically control him, but I just really don't want to put that back on him just because I know he was like pulling at his face and he just hates it, and I want him to enjoy his walks. But I want to enjoy his walks too. So what I'm doing now is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen It's Me or the Dog, but basically two things I'm kind of working on. When he pulls out the door, which I'm going to try and get a shot for you guys, it's really kind of awkward. Like outside when I'm doing this is not awkward. So I'll tell you the two options I have is, like when he pulls out the door, I just bring him right back in and we just keep doing that until he doesn't pull. For the stairs, we just stop until he doesn't pull. And then when I'm outside, I just go, you know, turn around every time he tries to pull. Outside, that's fine. Like, you know, it doesn't look that crazy, I hope. But when I'm doing it here, I'm like, I really hope nobody comes in right now. Because one, if they came on the stairs, I have no choice but to keep going. I can't just stand there. But two, if somebody just saw me walking my dog in and out the door of my apartment, like that would be a little bit cray-cray. So, if they didn't know what I was doing. So, I'm really glad that last night we had to do it about 3 times before he got the memo, and I'm really glad nobody walked in. So I'm gonna try and get a little shot of this for you guys, with the door dashing at least. I can't really do it outside, but at least show you what I'm doing for the door dashing, and I'm gonna get my music and we're gonna go for a walk. And I think it is quite cold today. Hang on, I'm gonna get my weather wrap out. Better than yesterday. It's 59 right now, and yesterday at this time it was like 52, so that's a little bit better, but I still need a jacket. But yeah, this walk could take anywhere from the normal 30 minutes if he gets the memo quickly to over an hour, because it's just gonna be going back and forth until he stops pulling. But I have to do that every single day. I mean, he's a pretty quick learner. He picks up on things pretty fast. Like leave it, he learned in like 5 minutes, and stay, he learned in like 10. Like he's a pretty smart dog, but when he's distracted like that, it can get a little bit challenging. But anyway, so yeah, we'll see how long it takes. It's gonna take however long it takes, and today was a good day to do that because I'm not running today. So if I end up out there for over an hour, then who cares? And I already got all my morning stuff done, so I've basically got all the time in the world. So I'll see you guys in a bit, and I'll see if I can get a little clip of the door dashing, just because it's only gonna be one, because I'm not gonna confuse the dog by coming back for the camera after he's good, but I assume he's gonna run out the door the first time. So I should be able to get a clip of it, so yeah. Okay, you can see he's already very excited. But this is what I mean by I have one leash on his harness and one leash on his collar. He's already pulling. If he pulls, I'm already gonna go back. We didn't even make it to the door, so that's fun. And he's confused because I'm doing this, you know, I've been letting him get away with it, and now I'm not. So he's gonna be confused, but that was much better. Good boy. Good boy. Pulls out the door, we go back in, and I shut the door. And so I don't know how many times we're going to do that, but I'm only going to film it once, because on the off chance he's good on the next one, I don't want to bring him back in. I don't want to confuse him. So yeah, that's gonna, yeah, he's not happy that I'm taking Panda for a walk. But that's the synopsis of it, and that's what we're going to be doing outside minus the closing door. So you ready for this, buddy? You gonna be good? He's like, I just want to go, and I don't know why we're doing this. So I'll see you guys after the walk. guys, he did amazing. Is that you doing? Is that you doing? Yeah. Hang on, leave it. Leave it. Don't bite my hand. Go get it. I think he pulled a total of like 3 times, and then he just was so good. And I don't demand like he stays glued to my side in the heel position. All I want from him is to not hit the end of the leash. That's all I ask. And he did great. I was expecting more resistance than that. And I'm also starting to get him, because he was, a couple times he pulled out into the street, which obviously is not ideal. So I asked him to sit before crossing the street both times, and he was so good. He was such a good boy. I do offer him every now and then a chance to go sniff. Like if he seems particularly interested in something, I'll tell him, okay, you can sniff, and just let him, you know, sniff for a bit, because it's not only about the walking, it's also about the, you know, getting new smells and all that. So apparently he's still got quite a bit of energy. So if he wants to and he seems particularly interested, I'll let him go sniff something. And we just had a really pleasant walk. He was a really good boy, weren't you, Panda? You were a good boy today. Our hardest, okay, hey, get out of the blinds, get out of the blinds, down here, get out of the blinds, thank you. Our hardest thing was getting out the door, but, okay, I have to show you guys this. Ninjas peeking around the corner. Like, I'm not too sure about this cuckoo dog business. It's kind of cute. But yeah, our hardest thing was getting out. Right, well, you know you want water. Our hardest thing was getting out the door, and I think we had to go in and out about 3 times, and then we had to stop at the top of the stairs. He cracks me up, guys. The door is open. Like, I didn't even tell him to go to his room, and he's like, all right, I'm tired. I guess that proves he doesn't hate his crate, because he went in there and laid down with the door open of his own accord, so. You tired, man? You are a funny guy. But anyway, yeah, so we had to go in and out about 3 times, and stopped once at the top of the stairs, and I think that was about it. Like, and then he pulled when we were coming up, because I took him potty first, so he pulled coming up a hill, and then he pulled once while we were out on the walk. I think he was trying to run away from a person, but he was great. Like, I expected more resistance. I expected more of a fight, so. Very good boy, Panda. Very good boy. And I think he's tired out now, and so am I. I'm quite tired out, so we're just gonna hang, but I'm very proud of him. Hey guys, so I rested for about an hour after walking Panda, and now I'm actually gonna write a little bit in my book. I feel like I want to write right now, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. I haven't really picked it up since the beginning of January, and some of that is laziness, but most of that is I kind of am avoiding it because it is a very emotionally taxing part of the book that I'm now writing. I'm about to delve into when I had my whole anaphylaxis thing, and then a month later is when my friend ended up, you know, in a medically induced coma, and then obviously 2018, writing about even more emotionally taxing stuff, like, you know. So, yeah, it's just not a very fun part of the book to write, but it's an important part of the book, I feel like, to share, especially with my friend. I mean, I'm sharing her entire journey, and I want to get this book out eventually. I know her grandmother wants to read it, and so I'm going to work on it, work as much as I can on it, and go from there. But I kind of have to take it in small chunks. Like, the beginning of it was super easy, because it started in 2014, and I'm now up to October of 2017. But the beginning of it was super easy, just like, this was this, and this was that, and we were doing this, and we were doing NaNoWriMo and all this. Like, it was fun. And now it's not so fun, but I'm going to do it anyway, so we'll see how much I get done. Hey guys, so I wrote a little over 1,000 words, so I'm at 17,400, which is really exciting. But I had to step away for now. I want to write more today because I kind of feel like in the groove, but I had to step away for now. It's incredible to me how writing, I mean, I guess in a way I'm reliving it, but I just wrote, like when I came out of the dental surgery and what happened and how I didn't know until days later, like how close I actually came to dying. And then I was stepping over into the beginning of that hospital stay, which I know right after writing that, like the very next day, I also had a very scary incident, and I just was like, I can't write about both of these right now. I just mentally cannot handle writing about both of these right now. So I stopped at the surgery, and I'll pick it up later. But it's just interesting to me, like 3 years, well, not quite 3 years, but 2.5 years later, where I know, obviously I'm writing about my life. I know everything ended up fine. I know I've got the dental implants now. I know that it was a hard period in my life, but you know, on the whole, I don't even really think about it. But writing about that actually like brings up these feelings of panic in me like I felt that day. And so for now, I just need to stop. I know, like I want to finish this book so badly. That's why I hope to pick it up again later, because basically I'm not writing all the way through to like February of 2020. I'm writing through the year of 2018 and then kind of recapping what's happened since then, because part of it is my friend's story as well. So I want to, you know, I'm not going to just blab on for 2 years after that. So I'm already at the end of 2017. So basically I have another whole year to write about. And then I'm just recapping. So, you know, it's not like I actually have that much more to do. I'm almost done. It's just, this stuff is so hard to just, I can't just sit there and bust out a ton of words. I'm pretty happy with 1,000 because it's just really mentally taxing to write about. So that's like, I want to finish this so bad, but I just can't rush through this. I don't want to rush through it, and I can't sit and think about hard stuff like that for a prolonged period of time. So for now, I'm going to go listen to some music and get out of that headspace, and then willingly put myself back in that headspace later. But anyway, so yeah. But I'm pretty happy with 1,000 words. That's more than if I'd done nothing. So hey guys, so I guess for the second day in a row, I'm going to upload this super early because I already have a ton of footage between Panda and the novel. I think I probably have like 10 minutes of footage, if not more. So there's no reason to like drag it on and not upload it, really, the rest of the day. I mean, I might be diving back into my book, I might not, it's just gonna depend. But I am glad I have the writing bug back, because for a while I just did not want to even think about it. So I'm glad for that. And like, even if I don't, that's 1,000 more words than I had. And, but I already walked Panda, already, you know, did that. So basically just gonna be watching YouTube and maybe playing some Nancy Drew and just hanging out for the rest of the day. I might go sit out in the sun for a bit, but it's a little bit cold for Florida, so we'll see. But it is a little bit weird, because originally today was the day I was supposed to be flying, so I'd probably be in Houston right now. But I'm actually, and it's like the first time I've ever thought this, because I love flying with passion, but I'm kind of glad I'm not flying today. One, because it's like really cold in Arkansas right now. And two, just because I am still dealing with a little bit of side effects from the Trikafta. I'm glad that I have that buffer. Like, I don't leave for, well, not quite 3 weeks, but almost 3 weeks, March 18th. So I'm kind of glad in the end that it got changed. It actually worked out for the better. So you never know. Sometimes things that seem bad actually are good. So that's one of them. But with that, thank you guys so much for coming along on my day today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.